The Eagles and the Lions, and is headed your way.
First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Philadelphia Eagles. Along with Brandon Gaudin alongside the one and only Charles Davis. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Khalif Raymond now. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now, penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. That holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Fletcher Cox, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now after this sack, it's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game. A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22. From the end zone, Goff. And this is caught by Fells, right side. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Goff. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. Back deep is Boston Scott. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. For the first time, we get our look here at the Eagles offense and Jalen Hurts, the second-year quarterback out of Oklahoma.
A lot of expectations for Jalen Hurts this year, but he has the support of the franchise, including the man who owns the franchise. Had a 4-game audition at the tail end of last year and did enough that the Eagles sent Carson Wentz to Indianapolis. They're expecting Jalen Hurts to be their quarterback of the present and the future.
And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT. On 2nd and 10. Hurts. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. And that will be incomplete as well. Here's the Eagles' new punter for 2021, Aaron Sibos, to punt it away. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. Now, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Lions will take over. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
The numbers for him from a week ago. 10 catches, 94 yards, and a score.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
And a lot of talent on this Eagle defense, and you've seen it on these last 2 plays, both losses.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. Back to throw. Goff. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Now Goff. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Goff, a handoff here to Swift. And he'll take this one down to the 36. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will remain a scoreless game. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, and other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tracy Walker in on the tackle. Throwing is Hurts. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races. I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball and pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. But first down, Hurts. He'll find the Heisman Trophy winner, Devontae Smith. And he's got this down to the 35. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. Hurts sets up to throw it. Caught left side, Williams. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. They go back to the ground with Sanders, and they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Levi Owazurike, the Washington Husky, the rookie, able to push his way through for the sack. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Hurts. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Alec Alex Anzalone. He's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Setting up the screen with Gainwell. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this will remain a scoreless game. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
And Detroit getting set to go now. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, here's Swift. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. And that is incomplete.
Yeah, it's still early in the game. No sense taking a chance on 3rd down and forcing one into traffic. So I like the wise play he made there. Get it to the sideline out of bounds where no one's going to have a chance at it.
And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. To throw again on 2nd down, Hurts. And his throw is incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Hurts. And that's incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
From the gun, here's Goff. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
So, Charles, you talk about this offense in this week 8 of the 2021 campaign. Now, normally this would be the halfway point of the season, but as we all know, this is now a 17-game regular season. And because of that, seems like now maybe more than ever, getting your open week to occur later in the season, that could be a pretty big advantage.
Brandon, it's always been a big advantage, and now, as you pointed out, the possibility of it becoming huge, likely. Most teams want that later open date because of injuries, you know, getting that rest before the playoff push, all of those things. Sometimes when you get an open date early in the season, it's not very much of an advantage. You might be playing well, not slows down your momentum. This is a big deal, and teams definitely like it. The later, the better.
It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a first down.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it 2nd down and 12. Now Goff. And that's out to the flat for Swift. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. The Lions on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw is Goff. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Here's Jack Fox now as he's on to punt for Detroit. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll drop the throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Throw left side complete. That's Sanders. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 14 yards there and an Eagle 1st down.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. He'll drop to throw. It's caught. Smith. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 31-yard line.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Back to throw. He'll find Gainwell out of the backfield. That catch good for only a couple.
Boy, that was certainly well read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackled him for just a short gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. Third down. From the gun, it's Hurts. He's airing it out for Williams. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Jalen Hurts, not a terribly big fella at 6'1", but his arms got plenty of life to it, and that was a thing of beauty there.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's third down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham, you have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. This is 1st and goal from about the 8. And this is caught in the end zone by Jalen Reagor. Touchdown, Eagles. Jalen Reagor, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. DeAndre Swift heading back out with his Detroit teammates. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people, touching it for a while, and then you get a chance to come back to him when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
Now, still time for him here as we sit in the second quarter. Goff on 1st down.
He'll drop this one off to Swift.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
On 2nd down, Swift.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
A play fake for Swift. Now Goff.
And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Yeah, that's a nice job there defensively to blanket those receivers on 3rd down. And as a quarterback, all you can do is just loft one toward the bench. Not too close, mind you, and live to punt the football.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Now back to work for Miles Sanders and the Philly offense.
We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, trying to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus, and indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Now left side on the swing pass. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Brought down at the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Second down, back to Sanders. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. The Eagles on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense set to take over. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now.
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Now a first down throw. Gone. And his throw here's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. Open man, the tight end fails. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
On gain of 9, brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. Goff. Open man. He's got him. The tight end, Hockenson. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage. Now 2nd and 11 from the 32. A shotgun snap for Goff. He'll get this off to Swift. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Got his man, that's Tyrell Williams. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Now he's flushed out left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Here's Hurts to throw. That's to his running back, Gainwell.
Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
On 1st down, Hurts. He's going to drop this down to Sanders.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a 4th down. The kick by Elliott is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Here's Khalif Raymond to return. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Time now for a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Eagles. And they've had plenty of success throwing the football so far this afternoon, as they're on pace to throw for over 300 yards if their form holds. And meanwhile, for the Lions, they weren't quite as successful throwing the ball as their counterparts were, but they still were able to move the ball reasonably well in that first half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
On the return, Boston Scott. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
So here are the Eagles to take over. They've got the lead right now here, trying to erase the memory of the loss last week to the Raiders.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. Second half will start with a run by Sanders. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Hurts. He'll find Williams on the slant.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. From the 38, Hurts. And that's complete to Sanders. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
They certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And once again, this is Sanders.
The ball comes out, and this is scooped up by the Lions.
Oh, we got it. Good job, D. Good job, D.
Well, you had an offense working with a comfortable 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter, and certainly doesn't feel as comfortable now following the turnover.
Yeah, you're right about that, because now the nerves starting to come into play a little bit. You're a little bit jangled. You don't want to give your opponents any avenues to get back into the game. What you'd rather do, put up signs that say, roads closed.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that challenge, a successful one.
On 2nd down now, it's Sanders, and he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Throwing is Hurts.
He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. To throw again on 2nd down.
Hurts. Quick slant here to Smith.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Back to throw here.
Open man, he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown.
Devontae Smith, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. A drive there of just 4 plays, and it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
And they're on 7.
So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half.
They're down 17-0, really needing to find that offensive spark on this drive as they have it with a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive.
And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain. Brings up second.
Out of the gun. Goff.
This one caught. It's the tight end, Hawkinson.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
22 yards there, a 1st down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. And right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Now Goff on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Intended receiver there was Quintez Cephas.
But it'll be 2nd down. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he's brought down. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
On the handoff, this is Swift.
And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Open man is Hansen. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
And right about now, you start to think, and maybe they're starting to think, gosh, maybe points aren't going to happen for us in this game.
Well, it's a thought that is worth having because so far in this game, this defense has not just had the upper hand. They've appeared to be a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps, to everything they've done. They've had an answer for everything this offense has thrown at them.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10.
Right at the 30.
He'll start with a handoff to Sanders.
And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. The tackle there by Crevon LeBlanc.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
There's the former quarterback, Greg Ward Jr. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Hurts going to give it to Sanders on the option. And looking for a lane, but none to be found for Sanders as they stop him short of the line to gain.
No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Around the NFL, they've gone to the 3rd in Cleveland. And the Steelers have scored yet again, really opening that one up. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. From the gun, here's Goff.
He'll find Swift out of the backfield.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here. Over 20 yards.
They go with the empty set there. 5 receivers in the formation. Normally, you want to have a running back in the block, but in this case, he's lined up to the right, and he ends up getting the football. A lot of confusion caused defensively, and it turns into a big play.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Swift.
Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40.
Eric Wilson, the leading tackler from Minnesota last year, in on the stop. Right back to Swift again on 2nd down.
And he'll take this one down to the 36. Still a couple yards short of the 1st as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Back to throw, Goff.
And this one taken in by Cephas. And he is going to have the Lions 1st down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Nothing in that 1st half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Goff.
He gets this complete to Cephas.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
From the red zone now, Goff. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
Throw caught by Raymond.
And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
Goff wants to throw on 3rd and 1. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. Goff now to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Swift.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal.
So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out, and a 5-yard penalty. Oh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. A shotgun snap for Goff. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
Completed pass brings up a 4th down situation. Do you play analytics on this one? Well, what do your analytics tell you about going for it here? I wonder what they would say.
They tell me you're down by this margin fourth quarter. You're going.
Randy Bullock on for the field goal. A 24-yard attempt.
And Bullock will put this one through. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still got to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
And he returns this to the 22.
Let's go!
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 22.
The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Here's Sanders. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working. But how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crashed down inside and tackled him for a loss.
Behind the chain, second and 12. Here's Hurts to throw.
He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The Eagles on third down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 7.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. A third down gain of 19. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 44-yard line. On first and 10, it's Sanders.
41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Nice pickup, 10 yards and a first down on the keeper.
It looked like almost some miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball, but the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
On first and 10, it's Gainwell.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Hurts. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. The kick by Elliott is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Now a first down throw. Goff. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. 2nd and 10. Here's Goff. And this one too low. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Goff. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Here we go with Williams. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. On first down, Goff. Open man is Raymond. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down Lions on a pickup of 13. Now it's Goff. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
On first down, it's Goff. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. It's Ryan Kerrigan getting the sack. He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass, but it's equally important to know when to throw the football away, too.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, that shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
Now, how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Desperation time for Goff on 4th. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
second touchdown on the season.
And the Lions are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter.
On for the point after is Randy Bullock. It's up, it's good. That'll make the scoreline 20-10. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
Personal foul. This is blocking the pass to defense.
That's what I'm frustrated about, man.
They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Kenneth Gainwell
with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Eagles look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. Detroit's offense ready to take over. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
Now Goff on first down. Open man right side is St. Brown. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. And it's Graham here, the one who is still down. And looks like he's in some pain. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Goff now looks to throw. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Goff on first down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
To the air again, Goff. And he will find his man on the outside. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down. Now Goff. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on fourth down? They'll go for it. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles' defense able to hold. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Eagles set and ready for their next offensive drive. And they look to finish strong in this fourth quarter. And this is a unit that certainly has turned things around from a week ago. Just a much more productive all-around ball game.
And he will force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back.
Holding offense.
That's on Pro Bowl center Jason Kelsey.
That's going to go down as a loss of 9 on the first down play.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 57 yards rushing for him now to this point.
16 brings up second down at the 40-yard line.
Second down, back to Sanders.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or two.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 12. First down, Philadelphia.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Philadelphia, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they will head home next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Lions, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10.